Down in the dark, dingy, back room of a firehouse is probably not the best way to start this episode, but it does kind of show our progress through Rosewood so far. Welcome back to Project Zomboid. It's Roundup here, and today we're kicking off in the heart of Rosewood. Today I've got one kind of simple plan. Today is to try and track down as many decent books as we can, and I think the houses along this back row and beyond, they all have garages, they all have bookcases, they all have pretty much everything you'd think we'd need to be able to just prosper in this little book venture that so far has been pretty disappointing. I kind of want to just turn it around, and maple syrup is a great way to start that turnaround. What a beauty. So the main reason we came here is for welding books, metalworking books, and everything in between, but welding being the main one. We're currently on a big old drive to try and, basement, to try and basically just make us fully sustainable. This looks so much worse when it's looted. Do you know what I mean? Do not want to know what that little trail of whatever that is on the ground. What a gross room. The casting couch is not the one today. I kind of want to just round up as much gear as we possibly can and leave here in a high. We did pick up some good gear last episode with the extra axes we found, which are just an absolute treasure trove. The, what's it called? The fire truck we found. Again, absolute beauty. And the rest of it has kind of just been average so far. The police armory is very good. We do need to clear that out. We've got another baseball bat in there, which is kind of going to tick all the boxes I had for future planning for long blunts. We're kind of running a little bit dry. And yeah, I'd like to just be a bit more on the ball, you know? We did hit level 3 electrical, which is grand. Let's kind of tick that box. But there's still a lot more to do and a lot more we need to uncover. So with one house down, let's work our way through the garages. Most of these have windows too, which is just unreal. So cutting our way through shouldn't be so bad. A lot of the time you have to break down the doors, and I do not have a sledgehammer. Probably not my finest hour, but it's all good. Finding an axe straight off the bat is a great find too. The rest of that I'm probably going to leave behind, except for you. Maybe I can't carve it down. I'm almost certain. Maybe I don't have a blade. Where's the carving skill at? I do have a blade. Okay, we just need a surface. Nice. Let's carve ourselves a pipe. This thing does stupid XP. 39 with 0 book is pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Pretty ridiculous if you ask me. So it's gonna be a game changer if we ever want to try and get to that bat level. Mechanics 4 already. Beautiful find. What I should really be doing is loading up the duffel bag, but I think I'm going to work my way through and then just load it all up at the end, or load it up once we get full, and I can still use wherever we were at the time as like a little forward spot. I think that's probably the best way to do it, and we got another basement down there too. So it's like this could be a bit more of an electrical house, he says, finding a whetstone. Always take the whetstones. I know we definitely do not need them, especially with the grindstone at home, but I don't like to be caught short. Never. It's been a long time since I've actually fully committed to the short blade too. So having so many around probably isn't a grand idea. But I'm still gonna keep taking them. Never gonna knock it. Spiffo's hiring. Do we get a map location? In Dixie. Huh. Ah, we crossed that path. Interesting. I did not know Dixie was down there. There you go. The more you know. The more you know. We got a raccoon. Oh. This is the closest we've been to a raccoon. Dude, you are so come with me. Oh, it's a female too. Alright, if I can pin her to the fridge. The weirdest statement I'd ever made. There we go. We got a raccoon. We've got a raccoon. Where is she? Grey female raccoon. Age adolescent. Oh, she's a baby. We got a little baby. She's healthy, she's well fed, and she's not thirsty. She doesn't seem scared. We've got a pet raccoon. We are so bringing home a raccoon. Oh man, exciting. Not a bad find in here either. We're not quite finding the stuff that I wanted to find, but I'm also having a pretty good day so far. I think we can craft this too. It's another one for the forge. Forge a large mason's chisel. Nice. Add the hatchet in. Maybe we take the mason's chisel just for good measure, and the tire iron can absolutely come with. We're going to have to take a little bit of a pre-expected trip back to the van, I think, and maybe go the awkward route too, around the long way. Because this raccoon is so coming home. There's no way I'm leaving this place without the raccoon. That is an... Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. Love a raccoon. Alright, is there anything we need in here? A little propane bottle. Could be handy. So I do want to get some lanterns going, so that probably will be handy. It's a shame to leave the bags of sand, but we can always get more. I guess we could take them. No harm, is there? We're a little bit overweight, but nothing we haven't dealt with before, and it's just a simple little straight shot round the corner, right? Fingers crossed. Basically, my life is now entirely for this little pet raccoon. No matter what obstacle we come to, I will keep this raccoon safe until my last breath. Oh, he's so cool. She's so cool. I need to stop calling her a he. Oh, that's full. Okay, that's a slight issue. That's a big issue. That's not something I expected to have to deal with at all. I can't even get her on the seat. Okay, maybe we keep her in a room. Just for a little bit. This back room, do you reckon that'll do? Sorry, my dear. Let's check your info. You're well fed, you're not thirsty. Agitated. Understandable. Yeah, I get it. But, my dear, we will be friends. We will. It'll come. You might not expect it, but it'll come, and you'll be the happiest raccoon to ever grace these lands. Just a bit sorry to lock you in the back room. She's let me pet her. She's let me pet her. No way. She's come around so quick. That's so cute. Oh, man. We got ourselves a little baby. Sorry again to leave you in the dark room, but you're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. We've kind of filled this bag up, which is not ideal. I'm going to try and still get through a bunch more and maybe just try and clear at least this whole strip, so both sides. There's a screamer. Just fingers crossed we can actually gain something out of it. It's kind of the main goal. Although the Zeds may have another idea. Come on, fellas. Come on. There we go. What a beauty. What a beauty. Get out of here. Nice. Okay, cool. We have a lot to clear by the looks of it. We have a lot to clear. I know towards the school was a bit dicey. Kinda hoping it doesn't drag the whole way down here, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll be alright. There we go. Alright, let's drop back, let's rest, and figure ourselves out. I reckon that's probably the best idea. Maybe give our little sneaky stabber a go. There we go. Oh, I really hope we can find a book for that as well. I'm pretty sure there's short blade and long blade books. If we can find either, I'll take it. Take it all day long. So we're not very adverse in skills through this run. Combat skills, at least. The rest of our skills seem to be flying through, which is kind of an unexpected sight, considering how we've been playing. Military boots, you beauty. Could not have come at a better time. I know these are still pretty good, but they're not quite as good as I want them to be. And they've got a hole in. At least we've got one piece of good gear. I'll take that little cube too. Never have too much seasoning. Sounds strange coming from a British man. It's not our forte. Anything in here? Proper needle, yes please. I cannot believe we didn't have a single needle. Had to craft a needle. I've seen so many sewing kits. Like, more than you would even begin to imagine. Hey yo. Was not expecting you down here. Damn good thing you're on your own. Could have been a very, very quick death for me. But yeah, don't know how we've come across so many sewing kits and I still haven't picked up or gathered enough needles to have a spare one. Pretty wild sight. Pretty wild sight. Anything in the back rooms? Probably not. There's not as many bookcases down here either. Kind of expected to see more. Did I just see a car key? No, a little can opener. I have got one of those. So I had a comment a little while back about... There we go, another sewing kit. About picking up a can opener for the keyring. And there is one there. Keyring can opener and bottle opener. They're so good. They're so good. I appreciate the little call to it because they are just unbelievable. But I'm onto you. Don't you worry. That's the end of this strip. We got these two down here. I think I want to work through those two. And then that gets this entire side done. And then we can sort of work across that line of houses down there too. And yeah, that pretty much covers all of our bases. Do not like doing this. I do not commend this at all. Because you got to be speedy. We pulled it off. Thank God. Bellows. Used on stone furnace to increase heat. I did not know you could find this. Oh, I guess you can't find the large bellows, can you? Which is what you need for the advanced forge. Yeah, that'll be it. Oh, 2 bookcases. Both of them are going to be empty. I'm calling it now. Get the old scouting on. Cereal? Yes, please. Exposure survival. I would take that just for good measure. I need to check which ones are actually beneficial to us. Because I feel like there's a lot out there that I'm missing. But I just, yeah, never really paid too much attention to the VHSs. It's one thing I do need to get on top of. But just one thing that's kind of been swept under the rug. Not for any reason in particular. I'm just a bit incompetent. I'm not going to lie. Louisville Bruiser Factory. I know I'm going to regret reading this here. Oh, there it is. There it is, there it is, there it is. That one right there. Loot. Symbols. Big red circle. For the Bat Factory. Where is that? Oh, it's a bit of a mission. Mega Bat Factory. Because this thing is absolutely unreal. If that is the... To be fair, we're not too far out. And this was a little bit dicey, but I reckon we could maybe fight our way through to there. Could work. Could work. Anyway, we're doing pretty well. We're coming quite far along this mess. Things are looking a little bit sketchy, I'm not going to lie. But we're almost there. We've got just a bunch down this way to get through. I'm going to try and avoid some of the bigger groups. Unless that was a good weapon. No, no good weapon. We have got a few little tanks of propane lying around as well that we can always take. Alright, let's try and... There's a generator in there too. I do not like this one bit. I'm going to try and... Okay, they were from the front side. Electrical 4. A welding torch, that can work. Welding torch is full, perfect. We gotta go. Nice. There we go. Right, I might just try and pop this said whilst we're here too. Sorry, my lovely lady, I know you're just relaxing. Come on. Come on. You're a burglar, boy. You should be good at this. There we go. Oh, man. Way more than I wanted to see. Come on. Oh, the exhaustion sets in. I need to be inside like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that'd be right. Damn it. There we go. Can I get the last one? Lovely. Damn. Okay, we might be a little bit out of our depth here. I need to get inside, is what I need to do. There we go. There could be some good gear here, though. Nah, nothing we need. Let's get one big swing and get ourselves through that window. There we go. There's a good bit of seasoning and stuff there too. I'll take it. Bologna. Let's just take what we can and move swiftly on. Nobody picked us up through the window, to be fair. We got quite lucky there. Maybe we didn't get quite lucky at all. Let's just try and pull you through. Let's try and get a little bit of a speedy one here. I need it. 3 in. 1 by the door. 2 by the door. Someone's got to be quick. Come on. Come on, dude. Damn it. Yeah, a little bit too out of my depth, I think. If I can sneak around and get straight upstairs. Unless we go for the cheeky chin stab. That paid off perfectly. Nice. Alright, upstairs, rest, and we should be able to muscle our way out from there. That's a bathroom, isn't it? Let's take the bedroom. Nice. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. We got ourselves another small handle, which can be a good little carving tool. Battery, it's half full, it'll do. Don't really need that single nail. First aid 5. RPG manual. Wouldn't mind building a collection of those. Not really for anything in particular, but, you know, just as collectibles. Forged scissors, shears, and something else. Not a bad find. Not a bad find at all. One last room to check. And a pencil. You win some, you lose some. As for the rest, though, so it's not too bad. We have got a few keys and things in there, but I don't really think I need them. I was meant to do that as well. I'll do it downstairs. Hey, yo. Anybody home? Doesn't quite look like it. Well, let's try and get a little bit lucky. A clay sculpting tool. Huh. Maybe that's for pottery and things. Be one worth looking into, I think. Medicine cabinet. I believe there's 1 or 2 shelves in this back room. Hey, yo. Nice. How close are we to level 7? Level 6? We're miles away. Well, we're about halfway. Still feels like forever away. Alright, there we go. And last little cupboard. Hopefully there's no Zeds lurking in here. This was a very busy house. Very busy house. Kind of thought we'd get lucky, but kind of just kept progressively getting worse. Alright, we are in, baby. No books again. Starting to be a bit of a repeated thing here. Empty cologne bottle. Again, nothing too crazy. Slowly driving me out of town, I can tell you that. This does have a basement on the side, though. Guess we could maybe work something out. Maybe. Just go and check that straight out, I reckon. Get it out of the way whilst it's quiet before I end up a bit overwhelmed. Just the laundry room. What a shame. I think finding a lot of these propane bottles is going to be quite beneficial for us in the long term. I kind of want quite a few dotted around the forge because the, what do you call it, don't reach that far, the generator. So we don't really have a ton of power out there. Ooh, I was not expecting a little sneaky Zed there, I can tell you that much. But yeah, without getting a second generator, which I don't want to do, we don't really have a ton of power. Which could present a few issues. Did we fill that up? Don't remember doing that. Ooh, get out of it, sneaky. Carpentry chisel, mechanics 2, you're joking. Oh, man. So annoying. But yeah, the more lantern bottles we find, the better, I think. Can we let you out so you don't break the window? No. You beat us to it. We were too slow. Move the broken glass before the little Zed arena gets to us. Get ourselves in, ready for the big old ground swing. That's 2. 2 lunges too. Not really what I want to see. Ever. Lacrosse stick. Hopefully a book. Damn it. Even with all the garages, we haven't really had a ton of luck. Not good. Maybe we do just resort to the VHSs. I don't know if there's any welding or metalworking ones, and I believe there is a limit on them for like level 2 or 3. Which could, yeah, just prove more issues. Ah, man. Definitely going to struggle a bit, I think. I don't really want to do it all without books. Do you know what I mean? So far, that is how it's looking. I think the earliest one we have is a level 5 one, which does not really, you know, pique my interest at all. It's just good that he is just a monster and we can just pour through each of these houses without really breaking a sweat. I guess we do know we're coming home to a really good boy, so kind of makes it worth it, doesn't it? Kind of makes it worth it. And then there's a little raccoon waiting to have his head scratched by you. Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait. Plain and simply. Come on, lads. Nice. This is our final garage. The final one on this strip. We found a nice generator. Very nice generator. But haven't found a single book. Not one that we need, anyway. Apart from Mechanics 4. That's the only one I've found in this trip. I don't want to go too high up on this side. That's the wrong button. Because, well, because I don't really have the space to bring it all home. It's kind of the only trouble I'm facing right now. A leash. Wonder if I can put that on our little famous raccoon. But yeah, I don't really have the space to bring it all home. But finding that little woodcraft VHS has kind of piqued my interest just a touch. We can check out some. We can check out some. We are very full though. It's kind of put me off just a little bit more. It's good that I've got all of the tools we need though. Like everything I need is at home in the base waiting for us. So I don't really have to stress too much about needing more of that, which is good. It's just gear, you know, food, water, medicine, anything that could get us long term through winter is going to be absolutely necessary. I think this duffel bag couldn't have come at a better time. Just unload everything in there. I might sleep in here too. It's getting dark. Don't really want to be traipsing my way through in the dead of night, if you know what I mean. Probably safer to just get some sleep. So I've just opened the door, and we've got the tamest little guy just sat, waiting. He's growly, but he's happy to be petted. Have we just become the raccoon whisperer overnight? Interesting. It's tempting to take him so we can have a little baby raccoon, but I know that we can't really do that. I know in my heart that that is not the best idea. As much as I want it to be the best idea, it probably isn't. So I'm going to leave him behind for now and regret that moment for the rest of my life. Oh, poor little raccoon. Oh, he dropped the bag now. Huh. That's interesting. And also very good to know. Okay, maybe leave the bag just at the foot here then. Leave it at the entrance and then we can mess about with that mess later. Let's clear out a bunch of these Zeds. Maybe start at the top and work our way down. And then we can just sneak our way through. There's only like 3 houses here. I kind of thought there were more. Not a single dead Zed in sight. There we go. They all come flocking eventually. More leather gloves. They'll do. What's our bat looking like? It's kind of seen better days there, hasn't it? Seen better days. Oh. It's the first little crash I've had in a very long time. Can we get any goodies? Salt, I'll take you. Every single time. Canned fruit beverage. We haven't done too bad. I will give him his due. We haven't done too bad. Rosewood still takes the crown for one of my favourite towns, I think. Although Valley Station has kind of turned me around a bit. I do love being in Louisville. As always, that place will never get old. But I started in Rosewood. Rosewood, I probably spent my first 400 hours on the game in, just to try and learn it and get to grips with everything. And it's just kind of held the crown as being numero uno in my heart forever. A lot of welding torches too. Iron bar quarter. No way can we craft these. Forged scrap metal short sword. That's cool. That's cool. I'll take it. That'll do me. If we can use a little iron bar quarter to make a short sword. No idea how it works. But that puts a whole lot more purpose on those bad boys. And if we can research it, we're probably at a high enough level to craft it, right? think that's how that works. Either long blade or short blade is coming in hot, and I cannot wait for it. There's a lot going on in here. A lot to unpack. What a day already. This is one to keep in mind. I'm going to mark this on the map. We've got an antique stove sat in a basement waiting for us. Just for good measure. Don't want to add a note. We want to add a circle and then add a little blue note. Antique stove. If it gets too cold in the height of winter, so like February, maybe March, we can come back here. We can get this done. We can sort ourselves out almost immediately, which is going to be very, very handy. Again, not a lot else here though. Boxes and stuff downstairs didn't really deliver. Crayons, they'd have been a great find if we didn't already have the mother of all pens. As for the rest, bit quiet. Bit quiet. Not going to grumble too much. Oh, rubber duck. Yes, please. It'll go nicely with our raccoon. But yeah, as for the rest, fairly quiet. Nothing too crazy. Little bit sad, but it is what it is, isn't it? You're not always going to find exactly what you're after. Anything else? Apricots, marinara. With some good tasty food back at base. Ah, that's why. Just had a thought why we're getting so exhausted so quickly and we're underweight. Already in the start of winter. Not my finest hour, to say the least. That's one thing we do need to get on top of ASAP. We need to cover all of our bases with food. Start making bread, pancakes, anything that we can boost ourselves up with. Just to finally, I guess, prosper. That's a shame. Well, that'll do. That'll do. Did we cross all of these off? No. Tick, 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 tick. Tick? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We can't loot this place. We've got a nice vehicle here. We got the fire truck there. It'd be nice if we had a trailer, but we don't. I guess that's what our return trip needs to be, doesn't it? We get a trailer. Get a trailer, loot it all up, and hightail out of here. But for now, head back to base, figure out what goods we have and what's most important to come back with us right now, and then figure out a full plan. Take out the beauty. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad day. There's no way. They're all just flocking to us. We've befriended one. And now they all want a whiff. What is going on there? Very strange. Alright, 12, 18. It's going to be tight, isn't it? Yeah, let's sling one on the passenger seat. Along with whatever other gear we can get in the back. 17. Yeah, not exactly ideal. Drop you, take you. Get that on the passenger seat. Probably fill our inventory with whatever's in that bag. And then grab the raccoon. And I guess it's just a straight shot home. Isn't it? Where you at, Duffel? There we go. Where's our tasty little boy? There she is. She's just chilling too. She's not going to be very happy with this whole trip, I can tell you that. Well fed, not thirsty. Happy to go. That's all that means to me. Let's make sure we've got everything else. All of our axes and stuff are covered. Yeah, cool. Alright. Let's load up, jump in the car, hightail out of here. We got a long trip back to base, but I think it'll be a good trip. I wonder if we can squeeze anything in here at all. That'll go. Anything else in the glove box? Plenty of space in the glove box. Do not want to lose the water, however. Nice. Alright, well, I think on that stellar note, cutting it a tiny bit short to what we're used to, but I don't think there's anything else we can do, really, apart from hit the road. Kind of hightail out of it. So yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you, hopefully, with a starting van. There we go. Thank God for that. panicked me for a bit there. I think when we return, we bring a bit of a beater and grab one of the Spiffo vans or something. There's a brand new step van here too as well, which would be quite a nice addition. I do not want to hit that raccoon. Come on, dude, get out of the way. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I think return trip, we bring a bit of a beater, grab a step van, and try and just load it up as much as we can. We could even try and haul a trailer down there with the battered car. Try our luck. We'll see how we go. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna love you and leave you on the exit of Rosewood. Thanks for watching. Massive thanks to members supporting the channel. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hopefully, you'll stick around for the next one. Peace.